I played only 5 hours of GTA 5.
Bruh.
I know it's crazy. You might think it's because I don't like Rockstar, but that's the complete opposite. As a matter of fact, Red Dead Redemption 1
My name's John Marston.
and 2
You're a wanted man, Mr. Morgan.
are both on my top 10 list of best video games of all time. But I've only played 5 hours of GTA 5. Maybe it's the criminal element, or maybe it's the hype. Because GTA 5 is the biggest video game of all time, so it might be the hype. So yes, I will be playing GTA 6. But then that reminds me, what other game series have I not played? You want to hear something really shocking? Mafia. I have never played a single second of any Mafia game.
This thing of ours, it's a brotherhood.
As a matter of fact, the only thing I know about Mafia is that they wear fedoras. That's it. Again, you might think that's just crazy. How have you never played a Mafia game? I just haven't. This is my list of game series that I have not played or have not played enough that I am going to be getting into this year. Now let's talk about Doom, the Dark Ages. I will be playing Doom. And yes, I did play Doom Eternal. Doom, the original Doom, the very first Doom, was probably the very first video game I ever played. Since that game, the only other Doom game I've played was Doom Eternal, meaning I have not played any Doom game since the reboot of Doom in 2016.
Bruh.
So why jump in at Doom the Dark Ages? Well, for one, the developers have already said that you don't need to play any other Doom games, and generally speaking, that is Doom. You don't have to play any other Doom games to play the current Doom. Also, Doom the Dark Ages does seem to be going back to more classic Doom. I would be interested to see a Doom game go back to something more classic, just to see how that feels. If we're all being honest, I think fighting games are games that we don't play enough of. I really do. I love Street Fighter 6, but that's really about it. Tekken is a little bit there's too much combos in Tekken, too many things happening, it's too confusing, and I would play a Mortal Kombat 1, except it's a tag game and I don't really want to get into that. But what about Fatal Fury, City of the Wolves?
Time to set sail!
The glass breaking animation in this game looks super interesting. And based on what I've heard, this might play more like a footsie, meaning a few combos, not 20 hit combo or 68 hit ultra combos, just simple combos and really focus on fighting mechanics. So, City of the Wolves, yeah, I think I'll give that a shot this year. And speaking of fighting games, I don't even know where to begin on Yakuza. I've tried maybe 3 Yakuza games. The problem is, once you start Yakuza, it seems pretty clear that you have to play every single Yakuza game.
Older stuff.
You got yourself a deal, Noah. Once I catch a boat, I'm busting you out of this place. That's a promise between men.
So that's the reason why I don't play Yakuza. But Pirate Yakuza, I'm kind of interested in that. If you tell me that I don't have to play any other Yakuza game to play this game, yeah, I think I'll be interested. And there's a demo coming out for this game, so this might be a really good time to jump into the Yakuza series. We'll see. But speaking of series that I've tried before but didn't really like, Monster Hunter.
I've selected you as a lead hunter for this expedition.
Yes, I've tried Monster Hunter World and I played Rise. I didn't like Monster Hunter World because the game felt janky. The movements just felt really weird and I wasn't really into it. And I played Rise, but it was on the Nintendo Switch and it just didn't look that great. So I just left Monster Hunter to the side. With Monster Hunter Wilds coming out, it's a new Monster Hunter that's gonna be around for probably the next 5 to 10 years. Could this be the best time to jump into a Monster Hunter game? The developers think so, and they've made a few adjustments to make this process a bit easier. For one, now you can carry 2 primary weapons, which was a problem in old Monster Hunter games, because once you get in and you get your weapon, if you didn't like that weapon, it felt like you had to start over again. So now being able to carry 2 primary weapons, maybe I don't have to do that. But I gotta be honest, if I don't like Monster Hunter Wilds, I'm probably just gonna stop trying Monster Hunter games. Just like Miyazaki, I've tried every single Miyazaki game, and I'm just not into them. So maybe Elden Ring, Night Rain is gonna work.
You were chosen, thrown together by forces beyond our control.
I've heard some things that are not so flattering about that game. And no, the reason I don't like Miyazaki games isn't the difficulty. Again, I think God of War is a more difficult game. So it's not the difficulty, it's the gameplay. It's really the fighting stuff that I just don't like. So with Night Rain going a different route, just a little bit of a different route, perhaps this will be the Miyazaki game that I actually like. But I'm gonna be honest, I'm not really holding my breath. I've played every single one of them. Bloodborne, Elden Ring, Demon Souls, Dark Souls 1, 2, and 3. I've played them. I just don't like them. So maybe this time around, I will. Kojima. Who does not love Kojima? I do. I love Kojima. Yes, another shocking fact. I have only ever finished one Kojima game, and that is Metal Gear Solid 4, Guns of the Patriot. If you know anything about Metal Gear Solid, you actually understand why that's the game that I have finished, because that's the one that's most different of all the Metal Gear Solid games outside of Metal Gear Solid 5, which is open world. When it comes to the structure and the storytelling, Guns of the Patriot was the most different. Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater was always the one that everybody says you should play. And yes, I tried it when it first came out. I wasn't into it, but I'm a little bit older now, a little bit more mature, so maybe I will finally understand. But speaking of Kojima, yes, Death Stranding. Yeah, no, I did not play Death Stranding. Do I want to play Death Stranding? Yeah, I do. But it's a game where I walk around. I just don't think it'll be fun. And with Death Stranding 2 coming out, is this the right time to play Death Stranding? Other than the fact that Kojima's ideas and Kojima's gameplay are two separate things. And that's the reason why a game like Death Stranding may not really be appealing to a lot of people until they play it. So yes, maybe I just need to finally play Death Stranding. And this might be the year for that. Horizon. Yes, the racing game, Forza Horizon. I played maybe an hour of Forza Horizon on the PC through Game Pass. But for some reason, racing games to me are meant for consoles, unless you have a racing wheel, which I don't. Especially with an arcade style racing game like Horizon, it really fits better with consoles. With Forza Horizon finally coming out on the PlayStation, because yeah, I don't own an Xbox like most gamers. I don't own an Xbox. Is this the right time to try Forza Horizon? I think it is. I think I will definitely try Forza this year. And when I say try, I mean I'm gonna play it for at least 20 hours. To really sink into the game, because I do miss playing racing games when I was younger, and as I grew older, I just kind of stopped playing racing games like Need for Speed. It just didn't appeal to me anymore. But I know Forza Horizon is a fantastic game, so yes, this might just be the year where I play a Forza game, like actually play a Forza game, and I'm really looking forward to that. What about games like Gears of War and Halo? Look, I did not grow up as an Xbox person. I've played Halo many times, but I really don't know that series. Gears of War, I've played maybe a few hours, but I really don't know that series. There's good rumors that all of those games, the remasters, are going to be coming to PlayStation. I think it's a good time that I'm actually gonna start getting into Halo and getting into Gears of War finally, because they're coming on a console that I own. Those are my games in a pre-existing series that I have not played any of or have not played enough to properly judge those series. Give me your list. What games in a series, as in sequels and prequels, that you have not played enough of? What games are those? Put them below. As always, hit the like, subscribe. Thank you for watching. Have a wonderful day.